The video contains time-lapse videography and fast-changing scenes which may affect some sensitive viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey guys, so today we have this. Looks like we've got ourselves a Rally mower. She's definitely an older product. I'm not sure if this is made by AYP or if it's made by Roper. I'm pretty sure it's AYP, but I'm not going to quote myself on it because I honestly have no idea. Looking what we have here, I think we may have a critter nest underneath there. So we'll have to pop that top off. As for compression wise, it does seem like we have compression with this engine. Now I believe the engine does rotate freely. Oh, well that's interesting. As I rotate it, that was a weird feeling. It almost felt like it kept wanting to climb up as I was rotating in one direction. I didn't know why. I'm wondering if they've hit something with this, because it's not properly aligned with the blade adapter. It's actually slightly off center. I don't know if you've noticed that. It's kind of cockeyed, but other than that, I mean, it seems on there pretty tight. Comes equipped with a 3.5 liter. Wow, comes equipped with a 3.5 liter engine. Jeez Louise, this is a big engine. Okay, comes equipped with a classic 3.5 horsepower engine. And looking at this setup, I'd say that this is definitely an auto choke system. No primer bulb, just pull and start. I wonder why this got thrown away. Although I'm thinking there's something to do with the bail system. I wonder, could it really be that easy? Could it be just the bail cable that's possibly broken? I wonder. Well, let's take a look and see. Look at this. That's not even connected. Let's see, where is that little... There. Let's see if that will disengage the engine brake now. Let's try. Nope. Just slipped right off. Alright, well, let's crack into it. See if we can't get this old mower running. So it's definitely got to be like an 80s model mower. I had one similar many years ago, but it was definitely a 70s model. Wasn't a Rally, but it was almost an identical deck, and it was a Sears Craftsman. So maybe there is a thing about this being made by AYP, because I know that Craftsman was made by AYP for the most part. Very interesting. Anyway, guys, let's crack into this and see if we can't get it going. And also, look at these wheels. Ooh, that's interesting. That's actually not even on there tight, is it? Because it's wallowed out, or what's going on here? Gonna have to tighten up some of these wheels. Because, oh boy, what in the world is going on there? What happened here? Why is there a wire right through the wheel? Oh boy, this mower must have tons of stories to tell. If only they could talk. Imagine the stories they would tell. Maybe it'd be better if they don't talk. Ooh, let's check the oil. Condition of the oil tell us how well this engine was cared for. Then again, I mean, an 80s unit, and it's still running today, would say that this engine was fairly well cared for. It doesn't seem like there's really much in the way of oil in there. In fact, I don't know if there's any oil in there. That's not good. Well, no way to start it anyway, because the bail system's all buggered up. Come on, you silly oil plug. Get on there. Anyway, guys, let's crack into it. Oh, what about fuel? Let's make sure it's empty. Pretty sure it's empty. I didn't smell any fumes from it. Yeah, that gas tank is empty. I'm not seeing any rust in there at all. Yeah, that tank is perfect. Right, let's crack into this and get this old girl running. See if we can figure out what's going on with this engine brake. So it looks like 1/4 inch. Okay. So I see the cable. This thing's a little buggered. There. Now let's see if I can feed it from the top instead. Come on, cooperate. Cooperate. I just want you to cooperate just for a second. There. Aha. I think that'll hold. Maybe. Okay, so we'll move these. Okay, now does that free up the engine? Oh, frees up the engine nicely. Right. I guess so all that needs to be done. Let's try it. But we do need to add a little bit of engine oil. This looks like it's completely empty. Okay. So a little bit of this used crude. On the dipstick? On the dipstick. Yep, perfect. She's full. That's good news. Okay, so do we just pour a little bit of gasoline in and hope for the best, or should I? You think that's what I should do? Just add gas and try it, see what happens. I mean, what's the worst thing that happens? It doesn't run. Then we got to go into the carb, but it might run. There's always a possibility. So let's just do that. What the hell? Okay. If it doesn't run, I'm going to blame myself. But I have a feeling. It's an interesting feeling, but I have a feeling it's going to work. Oh dear. I put the wrong gas cap on. Forgot all about this one. There. Alright, so let's try it again. So yeah, I guess she works. I guess it works just fine. Let's see if it'll start up again. Let's try that again. Vibrates like crazy though. Works fine though. I guess it was just the engine brake cable. They didn't like it. I also want to change this throttle because that's crappy. I have this one. I want to see if I can get it on this. Maybe it'll work. I mean, I don't see why not. It's same product. AYP. That's the manufacturer. This is that same throttle. AYP. I think it'll be great. It'll work perfect. Maybe even that brake cable might be able to replace this. But like, look at that. I don't like this handle. That handle's going to be replaced. I mean, it's original brakes. All right, let's pop that top and make sure there's no like debris and whatnot, and give this engine a really good cleaning. Actually, let's give this mower a really good cleaning. And since it is a rally, I have these wheels. Yes, they kind of need a little bit of cleaning. Yeah, that's a lot of grass. Wow, that's really thick. What mower did these come off of? I'm trying to think what mower these came off of. I really can't remember. But Look, these are ball bearing. So I think these ones would be great. I'm gonna kind of, I don't need to pop them out. I'm gonna blast these off with the pressure washer, and I'm gonna give the deck a good clean with the pressure washer. But let's take a look at the air filter.
Hey, look at that, guys. Look what I found. A red subscribe button. If you made it this far into the video, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up. Comment below. I love to read your comments, and I try to reply to as many of them as I can, especially the early ones. All right, guys, back to the video.
Let's take a look at the air filter, because they're doing their job just fine. Let's move those off to the side. Now, there's been some people that I have seen that have mentioned about the fact that if you don't put this screw back, it won't work. Like the carburetor will struggle. It'll either surge or whatever. It makes it very hard to do any kind of diagnostics. That is only valid with this particular model. This carburetor with the choke flap, the auto choke, that one you have to put this back, otherwise it doesn't work properly. It'll struggle, it'll surge, and all that fun stuff. So yes, you have to put this one back, only on this particular model of carburetor. So let's pull this engine shroud. Should be not 3/8 there. That's 7/16, and it's 7/16. Okay, so 7/16, aka 11 mil. That does work. There. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got that off. Perfect. Move that off to the side. Spark gap looks okay, but you know, since we're here, we might as well reset it. And this doesn't look so bad. It doesn't look so bad. Let's get the air cover on here, then I can quickly blast this off with the pressure washer. There we go. That should help protect the intake. Okay, let me quickly get the pressure washer set up, and we'll get cleaning this. Let's do these wheels. How is this thing underneath? Oh dear. A little bit of a mess. I have to say, this mower is in remarkably good condition, especially considering the age of this thing. It's got to be what, 40, at least 40 years old. So like this thing was well cared for. Definitely well cared for. Very impressive little mower. They certainly don't make them like this anymore, not at all. So I didn't hear this guy squealing. That's good. I have to put a little bit of oil in there to lube it up. Make sure that it keeps it well wicked in there. Yeah, what else? I don't know. Nothing right now, I guess. We'll let her sit, let her dry off, and yeah, I'm gonna have to change the rope on this because that rope doesn't look very good, and that handle's terrible. Unfortunately, because it would be nice to keep it because it is the original handle, but it's in really bad condition. It's starting to rip. The rubber's deteriorating, so yeah, we'll swap that out, put new rope on, but for now, we'll let it dry. We'll pull the blade off this thing, take a look at that blade adapter, and get her nice and warm, quickly do an oil change, and swap those wheels out. I hope those fit. I really do. Be nice if they did, because that's nice ball bearing wheels. Would suit this mower quite well, really add some value to it. I mean, to be honest with you, this is like that Walmart special kind of design where it's the wheels are just bolted onto the deck and that's it. You can't adjust the height. You get what you get. Well, you have to take them off and put them back on to adjust it. So figure, you know what, add some wheels, actually give it some value and go from there. And honestly, this deck's not bad. It's in really good condition. They really don't make these at all like this at all. They really don't make it like this at all anymore. Really, really good condition. And yeah, I used to have a mower that was, well, it's really similar to this, the deck design. I mean, I still had the chute guard. It's actually here, this one that's linked, top corner up here, wherever corner it's going to be, up there. I'll put it up there. Yeah, that's where it's linked. It's just a short, and you see the engine's just going chug 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 chug. But yeah, that was the old mower, same engine, and basically the same body, but didn't say Rally. It was Sears Roebuck. But yeah, guys, let's let this dry, and I'll see you soon. Okay, well, one of the things I did is I changed the throttle while it was drying off, and I put it up on block so I can easily change the wheels. But yeah, look at that. Moves really nice and easy now. How nice and easy that is. Perfect. Haven't changed the rope. Not yet anyway. To be honest with you, the rope's actually okay. The rope's not too much of a problem. It's this handle. This handle's completely giving way, but at the same time, I don't really want to change it because it's an original handle. It just suits the mower and everything. Decisions. I guess I'll change the rope off camera because it's really not that big a deal. It's very easy to do anyway. Oh, you guys, you really would try to convince me otherwise, don't you? Okay, let me take a look. This time, let's take the throttle cable off. So that's 5/16. Then 7/16. And there's only 2 on this one, but there's supposed to be 3. This one here is missing. Alright, let's see, what's this entail? Oh, there's another one. Wasn't expecting that. Let's get that guy off. There you go, guys. Let's see. Oh, it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad at all. There we go.
Yeah, really easy actually, huh? Okay, let me blast a little bit of a... Let me get my air blaster. I'm going to blast that out, and then I'll spritz in some... I guess first I'll spray in some WD-40, spin it a few times, and then shoot it with some lithium grease. Let me just pull this out again. And I want to go all the way back. So there. Okay, tripod, you hold it. Oh, so this is what you guys are watching. Huh. What are they doing here? You're watching this, eh? Huh. It does not look fun right now. Whoever it is that you're watching that's fixing this, I do not envy them. Here, let me clamp this down. There. So now we're going to cut that off. Now we're just going to set that on fire. And then we're going to set this one on fire too. And then we're going to do it together. Stick them together. I'm going to round it out. It's got to fit through there. Just like that. Now we're just going to measure it out. So how much are we going to need? I say, I'll put that right there. Drag this back right to here. Now I'm just going to mark that here. There we go. You can use a marker, but I like using fire because it's fun. There we go. Spot's right there. Now we can chop right here. And then all of a sudden the clamp lets go and poof, that's it, it's done. Oh no. Right. Now we're just going to make a small figure 8 knot here. Maybe. That's it. Now the handle. I could not find my extra handles anywhere, no matter where I looked. However, my goose isn't cooked, because if you remember that Craftsman, the one that's linked up in the top corner, well, I still had this. I never got around to fixing that rope. If you don't understand what this is from, then check out the video where that's linked here, and yeah, then you'll find out. But yeah, I had another handle, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm just going to use this handle. So we're just going to pull this apart. Well, apparently we're not going to pull it apart. Yeah, right. Look at that. That was a good solid seal. Oh my. A good nice audible pop too. Right. So let's pick this thing out. Yeah, not all the way. This should be a lot more forgiving this time. It's a rather universal handle. That's too slow. There we go. part, another figure 8. Because we don't want it to come unfurled. I use more fire. Cook. Let them cook. Let them cook. Cook nicely. There we go. That's it. So yeah, rope change, guys. Oh, shucks. That's okay. Still got this. That's all right. That's a 7/16, so. The rope's rolling away. Hey, hey, come back here. Sir, you can't go exploring. Especially not that way. That's the road. You're going to get run over. Huh. Ridiculous. Kids these days. Tell ya, they never listen. Stay. There we go. Give that a nice pull. Let's cook it. Cook. Let them cook. There we go. Cooked up nicely. There we go. Now we can release that. I know what I said. I haven't forgotten. It's not going back on. Let me go grab it. You know what they say, one thing at a time. Blast this out. Let's blast off the engine since it's open again. Where are you from? Oh, I know where you're from. If any engine could have done with a repainting, could have been this one. Could have been this one. That's okay. Okay, so let's spritz some WD-40 in there. Now I know this isn't a lubricant. Just to help displace anything that's in there. So that when I spray the lithium grease in, it's all good. And get your workout this way. Do your stretches, like your lunges. And we lunge. And we lunge. And we lunge. And then we just, you know, then you, other leg. Right. Okay. That should be good. That's some white lithium grease. Yeah, that should actually make a difference, I think. If you don't think so, say below. You can mention it. It's okay. I don't mind. You can tell me how it's going to do absolutely nothing. It's just going to all gunk up. And then next thing you know, the spring's going to explode and rope's going to snap out. And the guy who pulls it next is going to punch themselves in the face and knock themselves out. The mower's going to start up because the bell system will fail and roll backwards and chop their toes off, right? That's exactly what's going to happen. You know, just because I use WD-40. What a terrible dilemma I'm now in, knowing that that is a possibility, that just because I use WD-40 and someone didn't agree, that could happen. Let's get this cover on. You can tell I really care. And hello, cicada. Ding ding. Okay, so let's get this last part on. Hey, come on now. Get out from under there. There we go. That should be... Oh, that's incorrect. That's not supposed to be there. That's full throttle. There we go. That's better. Forgot to put it back to idle. Hey, why aren't you moving? Oh, I know why. This is in the wrong spot. That is supposed to be up there. Don't ask, it's just how things work. Now I'll give that first some WD-40. Oops, tightened it too much. Pinched it again. Perfect. Right in the eye. Don't know what it was. Ay, 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 a bug just flew right and hit me right in the eye. Ay, 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 ay. I have terrible luck with my eyes. Okay, off camera, I'm going to take these guys off, the wheels, and replace them with these ones, the ball bearing wheels. Because I think that's the right thing to do. Unless I can find, let me see if I have 9/16. Okay, never mind, I found something that might work. So let's see. Will it work? And I've got a new bail cable to replace this one with. Hence why I haven't put the cover back on. Yeah, I think this might work. 100%. This way you guys can't say, oh, you said you're gonna do it, but I don't believe you. Well. Oops, I think it slipped off. Alright, alright. I'll get rid of the monkey wrench part of it. Just make it straight. Just make it straight. Oh. It's set to spin. Wrong size. What? That shouldn't be the wrong size. These should be 9/16. Yeah. They're not supposed to be generous 9/16. They should be straight out 9/16. Yeah, they are. Nope. I guess they're not. Are they 1/2 inch? Tell me they're not 1/2 inch. Nope. I wonder if they're 13. Somebody do monkey business? Somebody do monkey business. Nope. So they should be 9/16. What's this? Oh. That's just 5/8. Oh. Well, that was embarrassing. Now this is the correct one. I know. I double checked 3 times to make sure, yes, this is the right one. This is the right size. Is on. There. Why for you slip now? Okay, I need to brace this up. Come here. Come here, vacuum. You sit there. Good enough for now. Something doesn't seem right. Let's see if we can finally pop this darn thing out. Whoever thought I'd be fighting with wheels. There we go. This darn thing. I have no idea what to make of that. Okay. That goes on the inside. That one goes on the outside. Just right there. Perfect. So take ball bearing wheel. White lithium grease. Oh, I hope you fit. Ah. There we go. Okay. Now I switch. And we tighten. Okay, now you can give me back my bit, please. Thank you. Now the next one. Tried to get away again. Right, set to loosen. Yeesh. Why? Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so much better. Side washer. Inside washer. I mean, that it's already gone. The buggered threads are behind the metal. Another washer inside. Set that to on. Weird.
Feels like an incorrect thread. Well, maybe not. But then again, maybe it is. Hard to say. Hard to really say. Well, I don't have any other nuts for this. I only have this one that came on it. And it looks like the other one. So come on, let go. There we go. The wheels are all on. Boy, do they spin. They just spin and spin and spin. Love ball bearing wheels. Fantastic. But I sort of had a little bit of an accident because I left it up on its back for way too long. The muffler kind of filled up with oil. And as you can see, it's kind of made a little bit of a mess. Crapola. Oh well, that's all right. As long as it didn't destroy the mower, doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Because that's not going to destroy the mower. That's rust prevention 101. Just oil the living heck out of everything. No more rust. Because the air can't get to it. Ding! Anyway, I just got to get the air filter put back on and clean up that oily mess. Yeah, clean up that oily mess and then run it, get the oil warm, provided it didn't all leak out and I have to go and add a little bit more. But yeah, get it all, well then I guess if it all leaked out, then I don't need to add any the old stuff. I just have, and run it, I just have to add fresh stuff and it's done. No, yeah, I just want to make sure that there's enough oil that I can quickly run it, burn off whatever's in the muffler, and then change the oil and cut some grass. I had enough. I had enough. It took me an hour to get 2 wheels done and change the rope. Like, really? 2 wheels and the rope, and it took me an hour to forget it. I was done. Completely done. Plus, I ended up going golfing. I've got the blade off. I've got it. Did I sharpen this one? I can't remember. I think I may have switched. I might be going to an MTD blade adapter just because, well, I have a 20-inch MTD blade, so it would go on here. I just need to make sure that the new blade adapter, like the MTD blade adapter, will fit. If not, well, I took the old blade adapter off, and yeah, as you can see, the tits are gone. So it's become a carpenter's dream. Look at that. That's why the blade was a little cockeyed, because must have hit something and pushed the blade out of the way. Unfortunate. Oh well. But yeah, I got this MTD blade adapter. Let's drop it. Let's see. You know, I think they're gonna fit. I think it's gonna fit. How about that? That'll be sweet. Make life easier. Put on an MTD blade adapter and there we go. Done. Problem solved. I mean, I have a bunch of those because it seems like MTD mowers just keep ending up here in just such terrible shape and I have to rip them apart and keep certain parts from them. Alright guys, let's get that blade on and see about getting this engine nice and warm, change the oil and go cut some grass. these old wheels end up in the garbage. But look, the new ones look great on this thing. I like that. Ah, perfect, okay. So let's flip it up. Move this out of the way so I'll get it. There we go. Flip this up. Drop the blade adapters, but that's okay. You stay. You guys fall down. Well, it's a good thing they knew what their job was. Now this should go on. Take this crap off. Going on, it's just corrosion on it. Let me grab my Scotch Brite. Some anti-sleaze. This way it doesn't sleaze. Not that one. Where's the other one? Put the Scotch Brite pad on it. Brilliant. Oh yeah, it went on so much easier that time. Okay, replacement blade. Come on, line up. There we go. Talk about weird, eh? AYP with an MTD product? Oh dear. That's going to screw you up with some people's noodles. But there we go. That's done. Blade's on. Make sure everything clears. Oh, yeah, that's off anyway. Brushing. Yep, everything clears. Aha, perfect. Good to go. Now we don't need the blocks anymore. Oh, roll so much nicer. Okay. Silly wasp. Air filter. So it turns out that it's 2 Briggs air filters, or air filter foam anyway, that someone decided that they're going to stick it together. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Whatever. Honestly, I can't actually see anything wrong with this. Maybe you can, I can't. It works. I mean, it honestly works. I guess that one was on the bottom. So I'll put this one back on the bottom. And this one, stiffener. Just had a hard time finding this filter, but I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, look at it. It doesn't allow any leaks, so I honestly, I can't fault this. It works fine. So let me drop that.
stuff that was in there. Since I don't come across these very often, I don't have a replacement filter. But honestly, this is just filter foam that has been modified. Yeah, I guess it didn't matter. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's stuff all this down and in. I guess it helps if I get it in the hole first. Just keep poking and poking and hope it goes in. Sometimes you gotta admit defeat. Then you gotta reach down and guide it in. We're talking about the screw. You know, so yeah, we're talking about screwing here. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Especially when you miss the hole that many times. You just gotta reach down and guide it in. Okay, move these things out of the way. Come on, guys, get out of the way. Let's go. Out, out. A whole lot of you. Oh, I know what you are. Not needed. Now we're going to fire it up. I got to change that. Have it sitting right there. We'll change that in a sec. Let's fire it up, make sure everything's good first. So start. I'm gonna let it smoke off for a bit. It actually doesn't vibrate much at all. Look. Sounds like it's running a little fast. Let me get the clamp, and then we'll adjust the idle.
How dare you?
I love it. I love it. That's fantastic. That's reverse now, so that's slow. That's fast. So let's put it to slow.
Yeah, I gotta take the air filter off to adjust it. Thought I could get to the mechanism without, but nope. There. Start her up again. There you go. Good. It's good engine speed. About 3,000 RPM on the high side. Make it last as long as possible and give you the most amount of torque that you're going to get, for the most part. There. Still a little bit of residual oil smoking off. At least now it's nice and warm, so we can quickly change it.
So let's open up the oil. Like that, obviously. Or like that. Yeah, I see oil in there now. Put you up there. Now this takes about 17, I think it's about 17 and a half to 18 ounces of oil, or 500 mil. Something like that. This is 16 ounces, so if we go with this, it's 16 ounces. But I don't know, maybe one is like British, the other one's Imperial, or US, one's Imperial, one's US, I don't know. So 500 mil. Because that doesn't say US. No, cover it so no errant bugs decide to go flying into there. So I am going to use a little bit of time lapse here. So you might see some flashing images and stuff like that. So if you are sensitive to fast moving things or flashing images or anything like that, you may want to skip ahead, but it shouldn't be much. It's just fast forwarding this draining oil. Okay, so loud noise is imminent. It is a really hot day. Right, so both the Samsung and the iPhone are both overheated from, well, it's a really hot day. And the only thing left, well, I've got the Samsung running again. But it's only a matter of time before it shuts down again from overheating. And the iPhone currently is not running. So let's quickly dump this oil in. Then I'm going to have to give my phones a break before we cut any grass. Oh. Oh, the wind, the wind, the wind. That's pretty good, I think. That was pretty good. There. Hopefully this thing's not an oil burner. Probably burns a little bit of oil. I mean, it is a flathead. I think we're full where we're supposed to be. We're full right where we're supposed to be. Perfect. Bingo! That is where we want to be. Okay guys, I'm going to stop it here for now. And when we come back, we'll cut a little bit of grass. Because it's getting a little bit long, but not too bad. One lawn is like pretty much not growing. But I'm going to have to address that in the fall. Alright guys, see you soon. Alright, so let's change this bale cable. Bless you. She drives a very noisy Mitsubishi, but I'm sure by the sound that you heard, you knew it was a Mitsubishi. That ain't no factory exhaust on that thing. Now I got it on here, but now it won't come off. Lovely. I think I'm gonna have to cut it off. Or do I leave well enough alone? Except this is broken. On the other side, it is actually broken. I mean, is it holding? Yes, it's holding. Do I leave well enough alone? I mean, really, I should change it. Yeah, I'm gonna change it. Of course. It's only a matter of time, and then this becomes a headache. This is... Where are you bent in? What is happening here? Why are you bent in? There. Now let's get this guy off. Somehow. Maybe. There. Got rid of that. Oh, that's gonna break. This might be good for diagnosing something, maybe. Oh, I missed. What a pain. But it's almost as if it was meant to be that way. Unless I do it like that. Cooperate. Oh, why it doesn't want to. There. No, not up there, you silly goose. There. Now let's see. Oops. Pants are torn. Took out the drill. Oh yeah. Super smooth. Hopefully it holds it long enough. That's all it needs to do. See? Torquey little engine. Right, let's go cut some grass with it now. So part of the video was completely missed earlier because I had this camera that's on my head in time lapse, and I showed a short, but what was missed was I showed this mower. I don't know what happened to this thing. I don't know if it was underwater or what's going on. I found it at the side of the curb, and yeah, it's pretty worse for wear, but it's a Toro Super Recycler, so I'd like to see if I could get that thing going. I did pull the rope a bit, and it's not looking too good. So I don't know if the recoil's binding or if the engine's binding. So stay tuned for a future video and we'll take a look at that. So this lawn, I don't know what's going on, but it's been well over a week, maybe 2. It's just dead. Look at it. It's just, the soil is completely dead. The only thing growing are these odd weeds here and there. It's kind of nuts. So, I don't know how much there is to cut really on this lawn. So other than tackling some of these weeds, there's not much. So then I've got that one, which is mostly dead. That one, which is mostly weeds. And then I got mine that is mostly apples. And crabgrass right here. There's like a patch of crabgrass. I got to deal with this come the fall and just overseed the heck out of it. See what happens. Alright, let's give her a start.
What a surprising find. You know, if it wasn't for Mike Fixes All suggesting finding a rally mower, I don't think I would have found this thing. And yet, sure enough, there it is. It's just bizarre. The same day he tells me, or the same day he suggests to me, go find a rally mower, I find a rally mower just sitting in the trash. Unreal. Right. I think that's enough cooling down. So there we go. Look at that. That is just unbelievable. What a weird find. Now I wonder, it does have a bit of vibration. I wonder if that crankshaft is a little bent. I really wonder if it is. I have to get my kid to check it out. Oh, let's quickly put that on. There we go. Now we're done. So there we go, guys. Another one done. This time, definitely trashed a treasure. Man, what a score. Oh, I gotta put that back. I think it was something like that. Yeah, something like that. There we go. All done. Perfect. Well, look at that. A Champion CJ8? Wow, those are old plugs. Makes me wonder what year this was made. I have no idea. Well, maybe you guys will know. Comment below. When do you think that this was made? I'm thinking mid-80s. That's my rough estimate, is mid-80s. Maybe you guys will know better. Anyway. Yep. Spark plug off for safety.